Oh, Scott's got the break.
All right, guys. So y'all just heard it. It is a race to 3 on the loser side here. And if you guys never seen Scott play, he's a character. We
Boy, isn't
keep him mic'd
he?
up
Go
for
ahead and
sure.
turn that on up a little bit.
He
Pretty
doesn't
dang
like it.
solid break. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I was laughing with him earlier when he came in. The TVs froze and it had one pocket, you know, and the logos. I was laughing. I said, "Hey man, what'd you do to our logo? You got your logo froze up there." He's like, "Hey, why? Give me a picture with it while you're at it."
Scott's awesome, guys. Head over and check out that One Pocket brand that they have, man. It's one PKT.
Yeah,
Man, they've got
he
some
ju-
cool stuff.
yeah, nice hats and patches. He's
Yeah.
been pushing stuff up here, man. He just jumped in with
So he's just gonna take the foul
partner,
here and
take the
lock him up.
foul. Nice. All right, Chet. Hopefully you got that figured out. Looks like everything's clear on our end. Sometimes if it starts doing that, go ahead and just log out, log back in, refresh your phone. Oh, he missed it too.
Yeah, I think that's the ball he was trying to
He
hit,
was, yeah.
and then send the cue ball back to where it is now.
Yep.
So we'll see if this is it's not a
And
tough.
he fouled.
Yeah,
No real, yeah. That was a tough break for Sky there after an amazing break. Tides turned real quick in this game.
yes they did. And he'll shoot the 4 and bring the cue ball back up to where he is now.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to be a little further like that. All right, guys. Mark Gonzalez, Billy Guy back in the booth here. We're going to be bringing a couple of guys over here in just a second here to jump in with us. We got Scott Frost taking on Sky Woodward. Again, guys, we are at the Michael Montgomery Memorial Tournament here. This is the one pocket event. We also have the ladies event going on the other side, Billy.
Yeah, it's been some great playing over there.
Yeah, there's some. I mean, Ming, Alicia, Christina, they're all still in it. A lot of Texas players, ladies from all over Texas, all over the country, really.
And that's one that's going to be wrapped up today.
Yes, it will.
So.
And then we've got the 10 ball starting later today. We also got one pocket continuing today and tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we start the 128 man 9 ball open.
And again, this is out in Frisco, Texas. It's at Snooker Billiard and Grill and Restaurant.
Gorgeous restaurant and gorgeous pool room. I mean, one side's a restaurant, other side's a pool room. They've got 12 diamond 7-footers. They got 3 diamond 9-footers. I mean, Craig and Jane have done an awesome place with this job.
Yeah. Got a scratch kitchen and everything.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
amazing food and drinks.
Yes, it is. So this is a loser side match here. Sky, if you guys were watching the action table, Sky just lost to Corey. Hill. He actually had the lead in the last game, 7-6, and Corey was able to fight back and take the game. So
He did.
now Sky's over here taking on Scott Frost, who yesterday lost his first match to Shane.
Yeah.
We heard there was some incredible shots made by Shane.
And they were playing pretty hot, too. There wasn't no that are going for it.
We were commentating the match over here, and it was over 4-1 over there when it was still 1-0.
1-0, yeah. Yeah, they were playing pretty aggressive.
That's what Tony was telling me yesterday. Tony Chohan was telling me that, with this caliber of players, a race to 4 could take an hour or it could take 6 hours.
Yeah.
You never know. And we saw that last night with the Billy Thorpe-Shane match. I mean, that one went on till 5 in the morning.
Yeah, both matches. We did 2 matches over here that took all night.
Yep. All right, so Sky takes a foul there. Yeah, David, this place is awesome. Fred, thanks for tuning in, man. Matt wants to know what can Billy get playing Dennis?
Which Billy? I can get a lot.
You can get more.
I can get a lot.
I think you can probably get 20 to 3.
What were they playing up here the other night?
15-4.
Wow.
15-4. Dennis was giving Tommy Medina 15-4 for $2,500 a game. Appreciate it, Matt. Appreciate you, Robert. Yeah, Troy, we're going to be switching in and out commentators this early. There's just a few people. And, guys, we've told y'all this before. Me and Billy don't play one pocket. We don't know the technical side of this game, but we'll come in here and talk to you guys.
Yeah.
We're learning, though. I promise you.
We're picking up some good stuff here.
For sure. But we're going to get Forrest back in the booth today. We're going to get Rick will be back in the booth. The guys that know this game, they'll be in here talking to you guys and taking you through the technical side.
And also, we know that you guys, don't want to get a stream that doesn't have any commentary. But look, we got out of here at what time last night? About 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Got home about 4:30 and back up here grinding. So
All right,
bear
David.
with us.
Well, have a good day at work, man. We'll see you up here later on. All right, guys, we're going to get Mike Roundtree in here. He's going to take my spot and hang out with Billy for a little while, and Mike's real good at one pocket, understands the game, so he'll be able to tell you guys better than I will. I promise you.
Yes,
So,
sir.
with no further ado, we'll bring him in, and you guys enjoy it.
What's going on, Mike? How you doing?
Doing good. How about you, Billy?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. This is Mike Roundtree coming in the booth with me.
How many viewers we got on here?
Uh, it actually doesn't say on our chat over here. We got the chat going on this TV over here. Trying to keep up with that ball count, guys.
Looks like Sky still owes a ball.
Yeah. Scott has 5.
5 to -1 with all the balls up the tables.
Yeah,
tough
that's
fight.
pretty tough, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Sky to get back in this one.
Scott got the first game. He's working well into this one right here.
Yeah, I know before Scott got busy working on that pool hall that he opened up out in Arizona, he was playing real good. But
Yeah.
I know he put a lot of time and effort into that pool hall, so kind of damaged his game a little bit, but seems like he's trying to get back into it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, he just jumped in with the one pocket brand too. He's always got something moving on, huh?
Yeah,
Always
he
got
does.
something going.
He's a hustler.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they're having a good time.
They
at
are.
least. Scott's always having a good time when he's winning.
Oh, yeah. That's funny you say that, but, you know, I was also kind of looking at it like, yeah, Scott's a little laughing right here, but if this was turned around, they're playing some rotation pool, I bet you Scott would be doing a little more laughing, wouldn't he?
Yeah, probably so. Although Scott's a good rotation player as well.
Yeah.
Not, you know, obviously not the favorite playing Sky, but he is a solid player.
Yeah.
He's just going to outmove Sky.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you get an up table game. Yeah, the up table game, the moving gets to be a lot bigger part of it. Like Roberto was saying about Chip, you know, he ended up beating Chip yesterday, but he said that when the balls get up table, he doesn't have any chance playing Chip because Chip outmoves him and outbanks him. So
yeah.
just
Yeah, that's where that
styles.
experience comes in right here, you know, when you're not able to run out.
Yeah,
you know.
You can't really come with a lot of firepower when all the balls are tied up table, so
Yeah.
you got to pick them off one at a time. That's hard when you're at a 6-ball deficit.
Right. Yeah, they're having some fun with this too. I like the atmosphere with these two guys playing, really.
Well, Scott's not taking any chances.
Oh,
I thought he might bank at that ball, but he didn't want to take any chances. He's got a 6-ball lead. And looked like it might go in the drink there.
yeah.
Got the old wedge going on up here.
Oh.
The thing about this is Scott can wait him out. He can just
Yeah,
wait
he
until
can.
Scott makes a mistake. Scott has to kind of make something happen, being down 5 to -1. Scott says he's about to blast him. He's getting impatient.
Yeah, that's one of my problems with one pocket. You know, I just want to make a ball. You know,
Yeah.
keep putting around, then.
This guy's asking,
I hope
what
we
have
can
you
hear
been
you
up to?
pretty. You can hear these guys on the boom mic pretty good. They're acting like they're going to be there for a little while.
At least Sky's staying in good spirits while he's
Yeah.
in a hole like this.
This is the time. I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting.
That's a good shot. He's got Scott's just gonna probably take you off one of these balls and keep him up in the stack. I'm surprised he did that. Just gonna give him that ball.
Yeah, because I'm going to shoot another one down there, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? He's going to kick this 3 ball? Kick bottom rail into the 3 back that way, or?
Can't just kick back
No.
it. I don't know. I think he's gonna shoot the 15 and try and get to where he can. I think the 2 is where he can bank it.
Oh!
Yeah, I told you the 2's bankable.
Sorry, guys.
Well, Sky's out of the hole now. He's back to even.
This might make this a
He al-
game.
He almost
Get a
got
couple
back in
more,
the hole
huh?
there. Hit that well. Did Sky?
Oh, I'm sorry. He owed 2. So it's back at a.
Did he owe 2 or
5-0,
did
yeah.
one of the balls go in another pocket? I thought Sky was just.
Yeah, it's 0. He owed 2. It was all the way. The coin was all the way at the pocket.
Okay. This guy needs them all +1. Is he looking at banking this? Yeah. Doubled him up on the 2-ball.
Yeah. Well, I think that 4-ball. What do you think?
The 4 is makeable, but
Well, I mean, and then if you can bite that 6, then you leave the.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to shoot it.
He's going to stay.
He's going to stay playing smart.
Yeah. Oh.
That was a much safer shot.
Yeah, I agree. Nick, no, this is the one loss side. This is the losers bracket. One of these guys lose.
Who did Sky lose to? Was it Corey this morning?
Yes, just last match actually. They just got finished up. They had a pretty long game.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. We're back. I got Mike. This is Mike Roundtree in the booth, and
Jay Garrison's here. I'm from the Dead Punch Pool. If you're on Instagram, you'll find me on Dead Punch Pool. But thanks for having me in the booth with you.
yeah, good having you. Looks like Sky's in a tough one here.
I talked to Sky right before the match and said, "Are you in stroke?" And he said, "Not really." So doesn't sound very confident.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been playing much or not.
And he said, I did speak to him at length earlier this morning, and he said that he's been so busy doing other things. You know, having a baby changes your life, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes priorities change when you have a kid.
That's for sure. That's for sure. At least he's still a comedian.
Scott's going to try and get all the balls back up table.
Scott's calling the shots before they drop. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's going to get Sky back to even. He wasn't thinking about having to spot the ball back up.
This guy called himself an idiot there.
Got to pay attention when you got to spot those balls up.
Yeah, he really isn't in stroke. He's not thinking straight here. Yeah, give him an easy one.
That makes it 2-0 to Scott. And this is loser
Three?
side match, so it's a race to 3.
I asked Sky also in that conversation this morning. I said, when are you going to start playing again? And he said, now that tournaments are back, he'll start practicing a lot and getting in gear.
That's good. The kid's got a lot of natural talent.
He had a little bit of a grueling match with Corey Dole prior to this.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch that one.
There was a lot of back and forth, moving the balls up table.
Corey's real unorthodox, and he does a lot of things that other players just wouldn't think of.
Right.
I've heard of other top players commentating and saying they just have no idea what he's going to shoot sometimes.
I watched him, on many shots, and he spends a lot of time thinking about it. And he's doesn't focus in on one ball. He's looking at all the angles, and he usually comes up with good results. So good for him.
Yeah, he's one of the most creative players in the game for sure.
I watched a little bit of Shane earlier as well. He was knocking them in. I watched him warm up, and he put six in a. He just walked to the table, and he put 6 banks. I think it was 6 banks. Long banks up. Guy doesn't even need to warm up, and he's nailing those long shots.
Yeah, and he hadn't been playing much that I know of. I know he's been fishing a lot. I know he did a lot of practicing before that match with him and Dennis, the
Right.
race to 120.
Yeah.
Which I think was possibly the best match of
That
all
was a
time.
comeback of all comebacks, huh?
Yeah.
And
Shane's had a couple of those big comebacks against him. Years ago, Alex Pagulayan did the same thing to him. Alex was down, I think, 22 games going into the last day and came back and beat Shane.
that was a match I was definitely happy to be at. Those are the kind that you remember forever,
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be there as well, and man, it was a great match. The energy in the room was just something else.
And how about at the end with Dennis almost dancing around the table, running from shot to shot?
Yeah, that was pretty neat to watch. He caught a
gear.
And for probably 15 minutes he never stood up straight. He was kind of crouched down, running around the table. And,
Yeah.
And I was standing over there by him, and he went and got a cigarette or something. Said he had to go outside. He was getting so worn out from running around the table that he had to take a little break and re-energize for a minute.
I saw he had a big cup of coffee too I think it was a big cup of coffee. He was sipping on too. It was almost drinking it like it was Gatorade. Could have been tea, but it was in, it's one of those two, coffee or tea. So we're on day 2. It's already been a great event, right? We got the ladies playing on the other side.
Been some good matches so far in the ladies' event too.
Yeah. Surprisingly, Christina's on the one-loss side.
Yeah, one of the locals, Alicia Teskey, or Alicia Stanley, beat her. I believe it was Hill.
Hill. Hill.
And then Alicia just lost to Ming 7-2.
Oh, wow.
Ming played really well in that set.
Yeah, I spoke to Alicia last night after her match with Christina. Man, she was very excited. She was very happy she won.
Yeah, Alicia's got a lot of personality. She's a real good
A
person.
little firecracker, I could see. I just met her yesterday for the first time. Very, very nice young lady. Christina just won again a few minutes ago over Erica Hallen. That ended about 10 minutes ago. I was watching that.
Do you know what the score was there?
I do not know, to be honest.
I know I was kind of surprised to see Ming beating Alicia 7-2, but anything can happen.
Yeah.
When they play that well.
Anybody can win on any day in this sport, right?
That's absolutely right, and especially on the bar tables.
Did you catch any of the Tony and Fedor match?
No, I didn't get to see that. I
Fedor got steamrolled.
Yeah, Tony just moves so good.
Yeah. Well, it's a good learning lesson for Fedor.
Yeah. Federer's a good straight shooter, and that's how he got away with, winning the match against Evan Lunda yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Evan kind of outmoved him, but Federer would make a ball and just run multiple balls and ended up winning it. I believe he won 4-3. He's just not going to get away with that with a guy that has as much firepower and knowledge as Tony Chohan.
Yeah. I did hear at the end of the match, too, that Tony was giving him some pointers. I always like to see that good sportsmanship like that.
Yeah.
But they talked about the game and just some of the things that he could have done better.
Yeah, it's nice to have the players step up and help other players out. And I was here for the match with Federer and Jeff DeLuna a couple weeks ago, and Federer was nothing but class in that match.
Yeah. He's a very respectable kid, shows a lot of good, a good person. And he's still, relatively humble too.
Looks like after Billy was keeping track of the ball count, and we've kind of slept on that.
We're sleeping on it.
Yeah, we need to find out what the ball count is. Sorry about that, guys.
We fell asleep.
We kind of slept on that one. See if we can get it figured out for you. This guy's off to the races here. Can he draw under that 13 and open it up? Does he have the right angle?
I don't think he does. It's always hard to tell from the booth, isn't it?
It is. Looks like he's shooting a 7 ball, so I don't guess he had that angle.
He's not clowning around anymore, that's for sure. Seems like he's focused.
He's such a straight shooter with balls out in the open like this. You just don't see him ever missing.
Yeah. He's locked in on these. Well, the good news is we could start counting the balls in the next game.
Looks like it's 2-1 Scott Frost and racing to 3. And Scott's break. So if it goes hill, then Sky's going to be breaking.
I saw Scott play at Derby a few years ago, and he was playing a kid named Manny, young kid, and Scott was teaching him along the way. You know, they were playing at a table upstairs, no TV table. So Scott was, was a kid,
Yeah.
18, 19 years old. So Scott's teaching them as they're playing. And lo and behold, the kid catches a gear, and suddenly it's even. And
Oh, wow.
Scott says, I better start playing and stop helping you. It's going to cost me. And I've never seen that before in a tournament. A pro teaching.
Yeah.
Teaching along the way. But
I've seen a lot with the guys after the match.
right, definitely after the
showing them,
match.
But yeah, to be doing it during the middle of the match while they're playing each other, kind of unheard of. This guy's gotten himself jacked up here. I think he's probably.
We forgot the balls again.
Yeah, let's see.
That's because we're such great commentators. We need a scorekeeper here.
Looks like Sky's got 3.
One thing about Sky, he doesn't take his time, does he? He just zooms through it, sees it.
Yeah, nobody ever has to complain about him playing too slow. Is he just going to go off the 3 and put him up behind the 9? No, he went off the 9 and put him in the stack. Or I guess that wasn't the 9. Sky just going to the bottom rail. Scott maybe 2 rail on this. Nope.
No.
He's just going to make sure he keeps him from being able to see this ball over on the side rail.
Sky just fires it. Oh, got hung up in the corner. Oh. Scott reacts to that.
If Sky can shoot this 8 and get on the 9 or the 12 down here, he's got a good chance of finishing this game off right here. Looks like Sky needs 2 to tie it up. And Sky will be breaking Hill. Scott gives him the last ball. Now that was a quick turn of events.
Yeah, it was a quick game also. Can never complain about a quick game of one pocket.
You know, really that's Sky's biggest chances is to just get out in the open and run balls. If he gets into a moving game with Scott, I think Scott's definitely got the advantage, but Sky has that firepower to get up there and run balls. And
Yeah, these two are two separate, unique players when it comes to the approach of the game.
Sky wanting to make sure he's got a good rack. This break Hill is big. If he can come with a good break, you know, he's got a big advantage. And Scott said something earlier about Sky breaks too good. Let's see if he breaks good here. It's a pretty good break. Oh, wow.
That was a good shot, huh? Scott
Yeah,
finds him.
He kind of sold out if he didn't make that, though. Wow, he went through all that and ended up not coming up with anything to shoot at. I think he's just going to kick at this ball on the bottom rail. What is that, the 15? But he may get his extension out and shoot this 3.
Stretching.
I'm still not sure that he isn't going to shoot this. He wants to, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's groaning about it.
I think he's being a little dramatic there.
For sure.
He could definitely be in a worse spot, but what's he doing here?
Where's he going with that shot?
Not sure what he's trying to do there. He
Maybe-
still wants to shoot this three
Maybe
ball.
he doesn't have an extension.
Surely he's got an extension.
Well, when you put it on and
Yeah.
it's an interesting
Unless
shot
he's
here.
just going behind the 15.
Okay. He wasn't happy with that shot.
Yeah, I think he's just still sick that
On that three
he
ball.
wasn't able to shoot the three. Scott. Scott got a little fortunate roll out of it. But what he did more than anything is he cleared all the balls out of Sky's pocket.
and I picked Dennis. He just seems to be on fire and in gear more than other players. You know,
Yeah,
for the last several months. I mean, he's playing the best out there right now.
yeah. I think a lot of that has to do with him staying in action nonstop.
Yeah.
If he's in the pool room, he's in action.
You know, consider how many players didn't play for months, or
Yeah.
played very little. Where Dennis was nonstop,
Yep.
and he doesn't start practicing either. You know, I think with him with the COVID, you know, it's obviously very challenging with COVID, and you know, here's an opportunity. If you think about it, here's an opportunity for the players to finally have a little bit of vacation. I don't think they wanted it to be that long when play stopped. But Dennis never stopped playing. It was like there was no COVID,
Yeah.
you know. So the advantage is definitely to him. And his play, his recent play, definitely shows, you know, how much it pays off to keep playing.
Yeah, I know. I'm local here to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and Dennis has been around here a lot, and he's been in action just every day, it seemed like. And he's given up just crazy spots.
For the most part here in Dallas, the pool room stayed open during COVID, or I'm sure you had a couple shutdowns, right?
There was a time when it was everywhere was pretty much shut down, but that didn't last real long. So yeah, we've been fortunate that we've been open probably more than most areas. I know from what I've been told, Louisiana has been shut down for quite a while. I don't know if they're open back up or not, but they were shut down for I think at least a couple months, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, see, look at this. Scott's getting his extension out. I'm surprised he didn't get that out and shoot that 3-ball in
Yeah,
there.
he wishes he did now. Back home where I'm from in New Jersey, you can play pool in a pool hall, but you can't play pool in a bar.
Yeah,
And
that some of the restrictions they've got just make no sense at
Yeah.
all to me.
and 90% of pool tables in New Jersey are in a bar, not in a pool room.
Yeah,
You know, there's maybe only a dozen, 20 pool rooms in New Jersey. Not a lot. I'd say only about a dozen.
do most of the pool halls up there? Do they have good equipment?
Yeah, it's predominantly diamond now.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's changed out to diamonds. There's
You know,
still
that
a couple with the
it's-
centennials, but for the most part, it's diamonds.
Yeah, it's starting to get better around here. For a long time, none of the top players would come through town. You know, no road players would stop through town because there was never good equipment. But now it's getting to where, you know, this place they've put in all diamond tables. I think there's 12 bar tables and 3 9-foots, and there's a couple other places around town that are going to all diamond tables. So, you know, when one place did it, then a couple others
Yeah, they
had
just
to start doing it,
just to
or
compete,
they were going to lose
stay in
the
competition.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know there's a little bar outside of Fort Worth that has all diamond bar tables, and you know it's little bitty place, but the guy takes good care of the tables, and people will drive from pretty good distance to go out there and play his tournament, just because it's the, you know, at that time it was the best equipment in the DFW Metroplex,
Right.
but now they're starting to have the diamond tables a lot more places than just that one. Looks like Scott hit that real
Wow.
great shot.
That's a good one.
Now I don't know if he's going to bank the one or if he's going to shoot the spot shot. It looks like he's trying to bank the one.
I seen him make that same shot yesterday.
Well, we just saw him make it again. And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about the up table game being an advantage for Scott.
It's not looking too good for Sky right now.
Yeah, now it's up table and got kind of a wedge going on, and looks like Scott needs 2 and Sky needs 6. I think Sky kind of got away with that one, but
Yeah.
it sure worked. and Scott's acknowledging that he made a pretty good shot. Scott's saying the cue ball's frozen to the, is that the 8 ball?
I think it is 8 ball.
He's saying that it's frozen to the 8 ball and to the rail. Yeah, Sky's definitely going to cut this ball in. But he's going to go into the, was that the 13 ball?
It looks like it.
I don't think there's any way to keep from going into that one. So he's probably just going to get 1 ball here. No, he
Oh, how about
shoot,
that?
he may have made both of them in 1 shot. He sure did.
Wow, how about that? What's your experience with these Predator Arcos balls? Have you played them yet?
Yeah, I like them a lot. I think they play really well. If I had to make my choice, I'd probably take these over any other set of balls.
Yeah, I talked to players, along the way on what they thought of them, and I haven't found a pro player that says anything negative about them. So that's good endorsement.
Yeah, some people say they don't care for the cue ball. Personally, I like it. It's kind of
Because of the design of it,
no, I don't really care about the design of the ball, but just the way that it plays.
the way it feels.
To me, I'm not a big fan of the measle ball. It's a little bit heavy, and I played with a red circle for a long time, so it just plays a lot different than the red circle. And this Predator Arcos ball seems to play kind of right in the middle between the measle ball and the red circle. It's a little easier to draw the ball with the Predator Arcos than the measle ball. Not quite as much as the red circle, but then it also goes through the ball a little bit better, so I really like it.
Yeah, when I owned my pool room, we gave players a choice, those who worry about a choice, and for the most part, they took the red circle over the measle.
Yeah.
There's so many players that don't know that there's, don't feel those differences yet. They're not that skill set yet, but
Yeah, I know when Feder Gorst was playing Arkansas Mike. They were playing uh, 6 ball, and Mike was getting breaking ball in hand and the 5 ball, and Feder wanted to use the measle ball and Mike wanted to use the red circle, and they kept arguing about it and went back and forth for well over an hour arguing about it, and we missed that one.
I'm surprised he missed that one.
Yeah, he could have sealed the deal with that shot. But they ended up negotiating to where, since Feder wanted the measle and Mike wanted the just like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, he likes to teach.
Scott's
Loves to
coaching him.
teach.
But yeah, so they ended up playing where they were alternating the cue ball every other game.
Wow. Well, at least they found a compromise, right?
Yeah. You know, when you're playing as high stakes as what they were, you know, sometimes you have to come up with little stuff like that where you negotiate and do what the other player wants. And
So many times the players negotiate and they can't find themselves getting to the table.
mm-hmm.
So I think that's a good compromise. Because really, what do we want? We want the action, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We wanted to sweat it, and they wanted to, earn a living.
Scott just told him how to shoot that shot, and he shot it, but he didn't make the ball. But Scott got up there telling him, shoot that ball with draw, and it draws right down behind the 2. And
Bro.
this guy's going to get both of these out. Nope. Oh, he scratched. Oh, I sure thought he was going to scratch there. That would have been the end of the match. Scott's having fun over here.
Yeah. Very animated, Scott.
One of these, in like 2 or 3 more years, I'm going to get lucky. I promise you. I know it's going to happen.
This guy said, I don't think it's today.
At least these guys are having fun.
Just like that.
It's just so much more entertaining when, you know, you've got a match like this instead of 2 guys that are dead serious, don't say a word.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't interact with each other.
And his match with Sky's match with Corey, they talked to each other most of the match.
Did they?
Yeah.
Scott asked him if he wanted to bet 500 on this ball. Did he make it?
That's going. Oh, how about that? That
was-
turned out to be a very good match.
Yeah, looked like it was going to be a blowout, and Scott ends up pulling it off. Hill coming down on the last ball.